Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller and welcome back to some more of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough. In this part of my walkthrough, I intend to finally complete the Kitakami Pokedex, and there are only 4 Pokemon that I need to fill the rest of it out. 3 of them are the legendary Pokemon that make up the Loyal 3, and the last remaining Pokemon is Morpeko. And the reason I don't have Morpeko yet is because I am playing Pokemon Scarlet version, and Morpeko is a Pokemon that is exclusive to Pokemon Violet version. However, in my own time, I joined a fair share of Terra Raid battles. I seeked out probably 100 Terra Raid battles, hoping to finally be able to track down an online Morpeko raid. And anytime I saw an online Morpeko raid, it was always full. But I am happy to report that someone finally did host a Morpeko raid. I was able to join it, and I was able to defeat and catch the Morpeko. And with that, Morpeko's data has been added to my Kitakami Pokedex. So, with that out of the way, let's go track down and catch the Loyal 3 and be done with my Kitakami Pokedex once and for all so that I may finally be done with the Teal Mask DLC. And then we can prepare for the next batch of DLC, which will be a whole other process. But let's just focus on the now. So, as far as I'm concerned, the Loyal 3 are all going to be found at the locations where I originally battled their so-called Titanic forms. But this time, instead of just having to defeat them, I have to catch them. It's a whole different ball game, in the sense that I actually have to throw Pokeballs at them. Yeah, lame joke, I know, but that's the type of content you get when you watch my Pokemon Scarlet videos. Anyway, I'm gonna go in Pokedex numerical order, and that means that Munkidori is up first, which means Munkidori should be in this kinda rocky area where I caught Gligar all that time ago. And also, there's just like a random ball on top of this rock over here. What might this be? High horsepower! And I'd never had the TM for it in this game previously? Huh. Okay, I thought it was supposed to there it is right there. Sorry. I was gonna say, I don't know why I can't find it. All right, obviously you're a lot smaller now that you're not in your Titanic form, and that should be much more sustainable. But even if you were in your Titanic form, I don't think I would have too much trouble taking you down again, and I would be more than willing to do it. But all right, the strategy is a bit different. This time, I have to make sure that I don't KO you because I would like to secure you into a ball. And it's times like these where I'm glad that I still have Bubble Beam as my move instead of something like Scald or Hydro Pump. There we go. That didn't even do half, which is perfect because now I should be able to safely use the move again without fear of KOing you. All right, no worries, Swanna. You might be poisoned, but you will... Well, we'll catch that thing before the poison even deals too much damage to you, huh? How about that? There we go, let's see. So we're gonna Bubble Beam it again. Also, this is some funky music. I like it. All right, speed drop, I mean, that's nice and all. Okay, poison, oh, that's just gonna KO you, isn't it? Oh, okay, well. Swanna, I'm sorry you got KO, but if it means much, I guess I technically wasn't wrong. It wasn't the poison that dealt too much damage to you, it was the poison jabs. But all right, let's move into Noctowl. Noctowl can use Hypnosis, which can put the Pokemon to sleep, which will increase my odds of catching it. Yeah, something, when a Pokemon is asleep, you have a higher chance of catching it than if the Pokemon is paralyzed. I think that's a thing. I don't remember the exact rules though. Okay, well Noctowl is, well, should have been more defensive than Swanna, but all right. And also, yeah, Hypnosis missed the first time. I'm just like, I'm at the point of acceptance with it now. It's never okay that Hypnosis misses, but like, I'm not surprised by it anymore. Anyway, I'm ready to start chucking balls at you, and if I wanted you to match the color of a specific ball, you would best match the Dusk Ball. However, the Dusk Ball only has better odds of catching you at nighttime. But I figure it's worth a shot. It's pretty easy to catch most Pokemon in the game, but let's see if you pose a challenge. Oh, you do! Didn't even shake! Well, fortunately, you're still asleep for another turn, so that gives me another chance to try another ball. I mean, I could try a Dusk Ball again, or I could put you in a Ball of Luxury. Shall we try that? That has no better odds of catching you, but it just kind of looks cool. Let me see. 1. Well, I do approve the challenge, but in this case, though, you're kind of just wasting my supplies. You're just wasting all the different various balls that I've obtained over the course of this walkthrough, and it would be better if I caught you sooner rather than later, so I have those other balls to be able to catch other Pokemon when the next batch of DLC comes out. All right. Even a regular old Ultra Ball did not shake. But if I attack you anymore, I'm gonna KO you, and we don't want that. Thank you, Noctowl, for dodging the attack. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try to put you back to sleep. Thank goodness this Hypnosis just immediately connected, so we didn't have a scenario where Hypnosis missed and then I just got freaking KO'd by Poison Jab. So good job dodging the Poison Jab, good job landing the Hypnosis. All right, I think at this point though, I'm just gonna keep chucking Ultra Balls at it until I actually do just catch it. No, and the rain's kicking in. All right. That's nice, I guess. I guess it's better that the rain's kicking in now than when I was using bubble beams with Swanna, because then that might have actually given me the damage boost to actually KO it. Oop. Don't worry, Noctowl. You'll be okay. All right, you want to go for one last hypnosis? Yeah. How did I know that was gonna happen? How did I know that was gonna happen? All right, can Noctowl take this? Alas, she cannot. Oh, you got a critical hit. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, and then this thing's attack and defense is gonna drop. Yeah, that defense drop is worrisome. I am not attacking this thing anymore, and unfortunately with Noctowl down, I'm not putting it to sleep anymore either. Let's go ahead and just send in my Lotic. She's the bulky one. She's good at taking these hits. And I really am not gonna strike you with my Lotic, so we're just gonna keep going with the Ultra Balls. The sooner I catch you, the better, because the sooner the video will end, and the sooner I can export and upload the video, and the less space it takes up on my external hard drives that I use to back up all of my videos, and the more easy it'll be for all my viewers to actually sit down and watch the video to its end. Because if this winds up taking like an hour of me just pressing X and then A to check an Ultra Ball at you, well then what's the entertainment value in that? My commentary, I hope. You know, I can only keep this up for so long, and you folks might not believe me, but I have a life outside of catching Pokemon. Oh, okay. All right. But I appreciate the challenge. You know, they've made it very easy to catch Pokemon in this game. It's actually kind of a nice change of pace to actually not have something get caught immediately. But I am grateful that I was able to catch everything immediately because I had a lot of stuff to catch, and, you know, sometimes tracking down some of those Pokemon is rather difficult. But this is more of a boss fight. It wasn't so tricky to track down the Pokemon, although I did miss you from my view a couple of times. But wow-wee, the Ultra Ball's not even shaking? What the frick? Well, thankfully, you're not dealing a whole lot of damage to my Lotic, because every time you use Superpower, you're dropping your own attack power, and my Lotic is more physically defensive than specially defensive. I can't believe this battle's been going on so long that you're actually gonna KO my Lotic. Oh, she expelled the poison! All right, good job, girl. All right, now let's just go ahead and catch this thing in an Ultra Ball now so you don't have to faint to this thing. Because this is ridiculous. This should have ended a while ago. You were just wasting my time, man. But the Ultra Ball is the best odds I have. 1, 2... Golly, all right, there's the poison jab. Is that gonna KO you? No, it is not. And thankfully you were not poisoned. All right, well then we can get stuck in this loop because you'll deal 15 damage, I'll restore more than that. So, whatever. Let's Ultra Ball it again. Come on, man, come on, Okidogi. Get in the ball and stay in there. 1, 2. It's in that unfortunate scenario where I can't KO you. Oh my god, is the poison actually just gonna kill me right now? Well, I heal up first, right? No, I heal up first, and then the poison does damage. All right, so 25 to 47. All right, and then 47 back down to 25. All right, well, whatever. Come on, man. Let's go. Into the ball you go. Come on, it's not too unlike other legendaries. Oh, 2, 3. Golly! You know, it's fun to feel the excitement of trying to catch a Pokemon again and seeing if it'll actually stay in the ball, but man, is it frustrating knowing that there's not a whole lot else I can do. Are we really gonna reach the point where the game's gonna reach nighttime and the Dusk Ball will actually have the same odds of catching you as the Ultra Ball? Whoa! My Lotic actually went down here. Oh, because it's super poison, right? It's not just regular poison? Well, frick. All right, we're gonna go to Pom Pom. Now, does my Palmot have Thunder Wave or Nuzzle? If it has oh, now it stopped raining. It has Nuzzle, which deals damage. So I'm hesitant to use that because I actually think it'll KO you. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and revive probably Noctowl so I have the chance to use Hypnosis on you again. And then from there, we'll go ahead and start chucking some more balls at you. So we'll go ahead and get Noctowl back up. Thank you, Pom Pom. All right, it's Brutal Swing. That'll deal like nothing because I'm part fighting type and that's a dark type move. All right, here we go then. So back to the Ultra Balls, but hey, if you're only dealing like 4 HP per hit, then Palmot should be able to take a fair deal of hits. 1, 2, 3, thank you! I'm not ungrateful, but I have to ask, why couldn't you just do that earlier? Why'd you gotta make me waste like 30, 40 Ultra Balls on it? Whatever, at least Noctowl was able to get some experience from it. After all its muscles were stimulated by the toxic chain around its neck, Okidogi performed and gained a powerful technique. A poison fighting type. There you go. That's Okidogi. Glad that that's done. Sorry I couldn't get the ball to match, but as long as I got you in the ball at all, that's more important, right? Because this video is about completing the Pokedex. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab this item, and the next thing I wanna do is heal. So I'm actually gonna go back to town and use the Pokemon Center, and then after that we can start hunting down the next Pokemon Munkidori, which will be over by those flowers in the southwest portion of Kitakami. So we'll go ahead and have a look. Now then, let's get that monkey. So I believe this is where I obtained it. So if I just go ahead and dash my way on over there after I get this tart apple, then I should be good to go. All right, out from the apple hills into the snake, apparently. All right, yeah, no biting. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna pretend like this didn't happen, and we're gonna go our own separate ways. You're gonna go back to presumably sleeping. I'm gonna go back to hunting a legendary monkey. Sound good? Sound good. All right, there we go. Wistful Fields, yes. All right, I thought that rock was another Pokemon for a second. All right, we're good. No more wild, random encounters. We're done away with the random encounters ever since generation, well, I guess mostly this generation. Generation 8 kind of started it, but anyway, here it is. Is this the monkey? No, that's Oricorio. Lots and lots of Oricorio. And I like Oricorio, don't get me wrong, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this monkey just standing there menacingly. All right, I'm ready for you. All right, let's do it. What do you have to say for yourself, you monkey? Okay, that's the spirit. I didn't actually know you were gonna say that, but I am so glad that that's what you said. All right, second verse, same as the first. Although I can use Hurricane on you and not have to worry about it being super effective. Come to think of it, I don't really know what your typing is other than you being part poison type. It is fascinating to actually have a trio of poison type legendaries when we went so long without even having one poison type legendary. All right, oh yeah, by the way, Hurricane missed, I should have known, whatever. And you know, ever since Hypnosis regularly missed, I'm just like used to everything that doesn't have 100% accuracy, just like missing the first time I use it. All right, now Hurricane did a decent chunk of damage. How much power is that, 110 to 65? So I should be able to use Bubble Beam and not KO you. So this ought to be good. Ooh, very good, that's perfect. You're in the red. In contrast to when I was catching Munkidori and he wasn't in the red. But all right. In similar vein to Munkidori though, I'm going to attempt to put you to sleep with Noctowl to boost my odds of catching you, and then I'll try to catch you in some sort of ball that maybe matches your color scheme. If not that, then some sort of gimmick ball. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll go ahead and try to use Ultra Balls. If that sounds good to you, then it sounds good to me. Because no matter what, you are walking out of here in one of these Pokeballs. So we just gotta make sure we get you in one sooner rather than later. All right, Hypnosis actually connects immediately, ain't that a relief? All right, very good. All right, Munkidori, you go ahead and take a little snooze. Oh yeah, Future Sight. Okay. Well, Noctowl, if we catch it this turn, then you'll actually get some experience for it. Let me see. I just kind of like the heal ball. I've always liked the heal ball. All right, go get it, heal ball. No real reason, just trying to heal ball. 1! All right, well, at least it shook. Great, and at least you're still asleep. All right, I don't really have a purple ball outside of the Master Ball. Oh, hey, Noctowl shrugged off the poison. Well, thank you. You get to live for another turn, girl. All right. Nest Ball? Nest Ball? Sure. This is about the same odds as a regular old Pokeball, but hey, if it catches it, then who am I to complain, right? Or it can not shake at all, which is kind of what I thought was gonna happen. I actually thought you were gonna wake up right here, though. I am so glad you're still asleep. That's awesome. All right, well, I will go ahead and try one more random ball. We'll try the Luxury Ball, which probably also has the same odds of catching you as a regular Pokeball right now. I don't remember what the odds of a Luxury Ball are. 1. All right. We'll move over to Ultra Balls now that you're awake. Oh, you're actually going for Nasty Plot. That is worrisome, but that does give me the opportunity to try and use Hypnosis on you again. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, you're faster. I already forgot, and now you have a special attack boost and you're level 70 and my Pokemon are either weak to Psychic or are not level 100. Oh, well, no, I guess I have Zoroark, but whatever. All right, Gliscor. You give this a try. You're not gonna attack it. You're gonna stand here and look pretty while I chuck some Ultra Balls at it, all right? Now, you didn't even get to participate in the other battle, but you can definitely participate in this one. Let's see, Ultra Ball. 1, 2, 3! Man! All right. How well can you take this? Oh, not all too well, but hey, the irony, huh? My Gliscor is actually poisoned, not as a result of your attack, and I'll actually benefit from being poisoned rather than being damaged by it. Anyway, Let's go for that Ultra Ball. If you could just get caught right here, that would be perfect. 1. Well, at least the ball is shaking. Although that's kind of occupying more time in the video, huh? If the ball keeps shaking and then you ultimately break out of the ball. Well, sorry, Gliscor, buddy. Looks like you're not gonna participate much in this battle either. Well, I do have my Milotic, who is more specially defensive than Gliscor is, at least. If you were to get the special defense drop with Psychic, my special attack stat would increase, but it's not like it's gonna matter because I do not intend to attack you with my Milotic anyway. 1! And now, oh good, another nasty plot. So now you're at +4 special attack. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem if I don't catch you soon. Yeah, I can't attack you with anything. I just gotta keep checking Ultra Balls and hope for the best. But hey, if it does reach nighttime, I will not refrain from using Dusk Balls. Unless I'm simultaneously using them with Ultra Balls. Oh, and now you're at +6 special attack. Oh, good. So now you're maxed out, and you are quite capable of sweeping the rest of my team. Like, maybe my Milotic can take one more hit, but otherwise, like, yeah, that's bad. I gotta catch you before you wipe out my team. Sludge Wave, all right. Woo! That did a lot, but you did not get the poison on me. All right, well, my Milotic cannot take another one of those, but we're just gonna go for an Ultra Ball anyway. And then when I send in Palmont, I mean, I can always go for Revival Blessing again, but otherwise, 1, 2, 3. I was gonna say, otherwise I'll just catch it right here and that won't be necessary. Well, I don't know why you went for Nasty Plot again, but I'm grateful that you did, because that gives me an opportunity to try and chuck another Ultra Ball at you without my Milotic going down just yet. Why don't you just go ahead and use up the rest of your Nasty Plots while my Milotic restores some HP, huh? How about that? That sounds great. Okay, or you can just burst out of the ball immediately. I guess I was saying, if you're not gonna stay in the ball, you may as well burst out immediately. Okay. Or actually, that's very not okay. Sorry, Milotic. Well, let's go ahead and move on into Pom Pom. Now, Pom Pom is holding a Focus Sash, so no matter what, she'll be able to take a hit, and she'll outspeed Munkidori as well. So we'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Ultra Ball first, and then depending on what this Munkidori does, like, it might go for Nasty Plot, it might just strike me with Psychic, but otherwise I can always go ahead and use Revival Blessing on the next turn. Not necessary! I guess Palmont is just good luck. Anytime she's out, I chuck a ball and the opposing Pokemon just stays in the ball. Well, that's awesome! Poison Psychic type! Yeah, I did not know you were a Poison Psychic type, but I guess I could have deduced that based on the fact that you were using Nasty Plot and Psychic, huh? Although Nasty Plot's a Dark type move, isn't it? But you're using Psychic on me. Well, great! I am so glad that that is done. I'm a little bummed that none of my Pokemon got the experience for it because they all got KO'd. I guess that's all you wanted, right? You wanted to make sure all of my Pokemon that were capable of getting experience couldn't get the experience from me catching you. You were okay with me catching you, but you weren't okay with me getting any sort of additional reward beyond that. Well, whatever. Munkidori is caught, things are hunky-dory now. There is only one Pokemon of the loyal 3 that remains, and I will go ahead and heal, and then I will go ahead and catch that exact Pokemon. You know, it's so interesting how, because I've heard the Pokemon healing jingle so many times, it's now just associated with positivity, you know? Oh, you know, I keep seeing you around here. Has anyone taught you the new pose that everyone's using in their selfies nowadays? What the heck? I got an emote for visiting the Pokemon Center? I guess I should have been visiting the Pokemon Center more often. She didn't give me an emote last time, right? No. Well, cool, I got a new emote, I guess, for visiting the Pokemon Center in Kitakami enough times. That's awesome. All right, anyway, the third Pokemon of the loyal 3 is... No, that's the dreaded den, that's not right. I gotta remember how to get it. There's like a specific area in the cave, or through the caves, that I gotta access in order to actually get to this Pokemon. That's right, I think the entrance is actually over here. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was messing up. I knew it was just like near a cliffside, but I was at the wrong side of the cliff, I guess. To be fair, I didn't even know this path existed until I was hunting this Pokemon the first time around when I was trying to get its Titanic form. But okay, so we go up and over, and then I'm gonna cut through a cave, and at the bottom will be the third Pokemon of the loyal 3, Fezandipiti. And then I will catch it, and then I will be good to go with this part of the walkthrough, and then everything else will basically be done and will follow suit, and then I will wrap up the Kitakami portion of Pokemon Scarlet. And then we can prepare for the next portion of DLC, and that, oh, that's gonna be exciting. I guess I can use this opportunity to explain Kitakami as a whole, or at least explain my feelings about Kitakami as a whole. And I like that there's a whole extra region for me to explore. I figured that would be a necessity for the DLC. And it's been kind of nice, and it's been fun to see certain Pokemon return. My opinions on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as a whole are pretty mixed, but I have been enjoying these games. And I mean, even just there where I was just like running through, it's very satisfying to do that. It's satisfying to be able to access just about any part of the map at any time. And I like that that's further expanded upon here in Kitakami, and I like that, you know, there's objectives with me actually having to catch some of these legendary Pokemon. Overall, I like the DLC so far, but I don't love it. Now, the only other mainline Pokemon game to have done DLC was Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I wound up liking the DLC more than the base game, but I don't know if I can say the same here, but we'll see what Part 2 has to offer. For now, let's go ahead and hurricane it up, bird to bird. There you go. Let's get it twisted. Oh, and I got the confusion. Well, that's both a good and a bad thing. If you hurt yourself in confusion, that's good because it means you won't be dealing damage to me, and you will be doing damage to yourself, which makes it easier for me to catch you. Beat up? Interesting move for you to have. But otherwise, I don't want you to KO yourself from hurting yourself in confusion, so we'll see how that plays out. You using Beat Out is interesting because that was basically the weakest move that you could use, and also my Swanna already shrugged off the poison, so that's awesome. Alright, if I Bubble Beam you, alright, now you should be able to hit yourself in confusion and still survive the hit, so. Or you can immediately snap out of confusion, one turn into it, and immediately get me into confusion with Swagger. That's interesting. Okay. Why, friggin' poison bird, I ain't gonna be too worried about confusion because I don't even plan to attack you anymore. I plan to go ahead and go for a Dusk Ball because I wasn't able to use it on the other two, but let's see if I can use it on you. No, it won't even shake. I mean, we're kind of beside a... Oh, you have Roost! Well, shoot! That's going to make catching you very, very tedious. Alright, I'll strike you again with Bubble Beam. Oh, I already forgot that I was confused. I already forgot. Thank goodness I worked my way through it. There we go, and you boosted my attack, not my special attack, so I knew Bubble Beam wouldn't deal too much. Beat Up is like such a bad move for you to be using on me, but I'm grateful because it means maybe Swanna will actually be able to see it to the end of this battle. Alright, I'm not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna go straight for the Ultra Ball because you could be using Roost at any time. I could, if you are going to use Roost, I probably could switch over to Palmot. And just go straight for the Nuzzle. I might have to, because I need to be able to increase my odds somehow. If I inflict paralysis on you, at least that's a permanent thing that will allow me to boost my odds of catching you. So let's give it a try. Beat Up. All right. Although, maybe I should wait for you to use Roost one more time, because if you use Roost, it'll remove your flying type component. And that way, my Nuzzle actually won't be super effective towards you, and then it really shouldn't KO you. Let's see what we got. Okay, so still not even shaking. Go ahead and use Roost one more time. You know you'll want to. And see, your Beat Up move was already weak before. Now it's especially weak because my Palmot actually resists it. So, whatever. Here we go. 1, 2, 3! Wow, I already caught it? Man, Palmot really is a good luck charm. Every time she's been on the field, I immediately caught the Pokemon. And this time, none of my Pokemon even went down, and Swanna even got to level up off of it. Oh, you're not even Poison Flying type. You're Poison Fairy? I didn't know that. Oh, well then I definitely could have used Nuzzle that entire time, but whatever. Wasn't necessary. I'm glad that I was able to catch it. And just like that, folks, that was the last Pokemon that I needed in order to complete the Kitakami Pokedex. That is all 200 Pokemon. Now, a couple of them did overlap with the main Pokedex of Scarlet and Violet, so about half of the Pokedex was already filled in, but it does mean that I have now caught all the Pokemon that were newly added to the game as part of the DLC. I got all the legendaries, and I think it's time that I go ahead and reap the rewards, huh? Now, if it's anything like the Paldea Pokedex, there'll be 2 sets of rewards. There'll be the rewards that I get from the actual Pokedex page here on my map screen, and then there might be another character that gives me a separate reward, like I got the shiny charm for completing the Paldea Pokedex. Maybe I'll get something for the Kitakami Pokedex. But here you go. You've encountered all the Pokemon in the land and completed the Kitakami Pokedex! Congratulations on all your hard work coming to fruition, yo Schiller. Great. And now this is the screen I was looking for. So after every set amount of Pokemon, you would get some sort of reward. I guess for this one, after I caught 90 Pokemon, I got a PP-up. After I got 100 Pokemon, I got a bottle cap. I could have been doing this all along. Oh, I should have been doing this all along because that just gave me a Razor Fang. Man, it took so long to get friggin' Gliscor. I could have gotten the Razor Fang this entire time. But whatever, I also got a Love Ball. So there's no other way to get that, as far as I know. And a Prism Scale, that would have helped me get Feebas into my low tick, but that's okay. I ultimately was able to get to my low tick and Gliscor, so it worked out. Comet Charge and Ice, a Friend Ball. I wound up using a Friend Ball on Ogerpon. I had a spare, but now I have a spare. A Reaper Cloth would allow me to evolve Dusclops into Dusknoir, but I was able to get Dusknoir relatively easily. Another valuable Pokeball that I only have one of that I previously used in a Scizor raid that I've been using to clear out all the other Terra raids in this game. And a Level Ball, which I don't know if I'll use that. It's a decent looking ball, but we'll see. Anyway, exploring new places on your own 2 feet is a real bit of treasure, isn't it? You know, I think you deserve a special diploma in recognition of the magnificent achievement. Come find me in the tall grass on Reveler's Road when you have some time. There you go, the Pokedex completion mark has been added to your profile. As a reward for completing the Pokedex, you received a moon. Why did I say level ball? A moon ball. A moon ball. Congratulations on completing the Kitakami Pokedex. So yes, if you wanted to evolve specific Pokemon like Gligar, Dusclops, and Feebas, those are how you would get easy access to some of those items. And then you also get the medals on this screen. I'll go ahead and change my background picture probably once the second batch of DLC comes out, when I can actually get a photo with some other specific Pokemon in the background. Otherwise, Swan, are you sleepy? I do like swans. They are very pretty birds, and I'm glad that I'm able to compete with this bird. It was difficult to use you here in Kitakami, Swanna, but I was determined to make it work, and I'm glad to see you again because you weren't in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Anyway, what I've got to do now is I've got to go to Reveler's Road and look for someone in the tall grass, right? So let's go ahead and head back to the community center and see whom I can find in the tall grass. I don't even know who was actually saying that message, so I'll be on the lookout. But otherwise, that kind of confirms the theory that I had about there being 2 sets of rewards. I said that the first set of rewards would be from the actual Pokedex page, and then the second reward would be something akin to Paldea giving me a diploma. It sounds like this is going to be a diploma, so I'll take one. It feels weird to have 2 separate diplomas, I guess, but if you want to give me another diploma, I mean, I'll take it. You know, it's like having multiple degrees. So is it you? I think it's you. I'm on Reveler's Road, you're in the tall grass. Hello. Hi, I remember you vaguely. Oh, hello, Yoshiller. Enjoying that school trip, are you? Mr. Jock? Yeah, wait, you didn't come here before, did you? You're not one of the people that came out here. I am your homeroom teacher, after all, I guess. Once I got here, I decided to do a bit of research on the Pokemon of Kitakami and... Oh, that's right, sorry. I got so engrossed in my own research that I actually forgot to come find you, didn't I? Well, how about I make up for it by treating you to a picnic? I thought something like this might happen, so I borrowed all the usual picnic things from Director Clavel. Yeah, you and I are gonna have a picnic together? I don't know that I've had a picnic. Oh, it's just a cutscene. All right, well that works. Shout out to that Gulpin right there. Just hanging out by that little lamp. Dig in! I hope you like the sandwich I made. It may, look a bit strange, but I can assure you it tastes great. I don't get out much, so this kind of field work sure wears me out quick. I can't believe how you kids run all over the place for your treasure hunt. You're really something. Oh, could there be something in my basket? Feast your eyes on that! What, are we gonna eat a giant egg? A Pokemon egg appeared in the basket! Oh yeah, you're just teaching me about the mechanic that eggs appear in baskets, I guess. Quite the mystery, isn't it? I only brought Gulpin to this picnic with me, and yet... So you either put the egg in the basket, or we have just discovered that Gulpin can reproduce asexually. I can't get anything past you, can I, Yoshiller? You know about the Pokemon eggs you can find during picnics, right? Whenever a trainer doesn't have the means to care for an egg they find, they can have it sent to the academy where we'll take care of it. Oh, I didn't know that that's what happened. But then I thought, hey, or say, wouldn't it be better to have a great trainer raise the Pokemon instead? So I brought this egg with me. And now, it's yours, Yoshiller. Aw, jeez, I don't know if I'm ready for that level of commitment. But alright, I'll take the Pokemon egg. Thank you so much. I know it's odd of me to come all the way to Kitakami just to hand over a Pokemon egg, but I knew it would be safe with you, Yoshiller. You thought it would be safer to carry it on a flight, carry it around in a picnic basket, and then wait here randomly in the middle of the tall grass before you thought it'd be safer just to keep it at the academy? Anyway, yes. Okay, you're talking about the Kitakami Pokedex. So let me know if you managed to complete the Kitakami Pokedex in your app. Well, I did exactly that. So I guess you were going to be here anyway, regardless of whether or not I actually completed the Pokedex. So now I'm here to tell you that I've completed the Pokedex. Hello, Yoshiller. Looks like you've caught 200 kinds of Pokemon that can be found around the land of Kitakami. Wait, are you telling me you've caught them all? Wow, a complete Kitakami Pokedex. This is great. No, you're great. Thanks to all your hard work, I don't think there's anything more to be done when it comes to surveying the Pokemon that live here in Kitakami. I really wish I had something to give you to commemorate all your efforts. Oh, I know! I'll give you this charm I got at Kitakami Hall. It's a limited edition souvenir that they only sell here. You obtained the Glimmering charm. Oh yeah? And what exactly is this Glimmering charm? Having one of these mysterious Glimmering charms increases the number of Terra shards you receive from Terra raid battles. Oh, that's interesting. That'll be good for me as someone who intends to compete in this game and likes to change the Terra types of my Pokemon frequently. That's cool, that's neat. Oh, and can you show me your Rotom phone for a second? Thanks to the Diploma feature Director Clavel helped with, we can celebrate your achievement in style, Yoshiller. Oh, well, if you're gonna give me a diploma anyway, you didn't necessarily have to give me this special charm, but I mean, I'll take it. You're over here like, I wish there was something we could give you, and a diploma is fine. Look at that. It's got Ogre Pond and the masks, and we hereby certify your achievement of completing the Kitakami Pokedex. May this great feat be celebrated by all. Well, thank you. See, that's already more than I was expecting. Lots and lots of rewards. I definitely appreciate it. You may have completed this Pokedex, but it doesn't mean your school trip has to end. I hope you'll keep meeting lots and lots of new Pokemon friends around Kitakami. Maybe. I think I'm just about done here. Regardless, thank you for the diploma. Oh, do you still have more to say? Let's see what he has to say now. Hello, Yoshiller. I see you're working hard late into the night, but make sure to look up at the sky once in a while. There isn't much light coming from town, so you can really see the stars. That you can, Mr. Jock. That you can. It is a starry night, and I do work late into the night, but I should learn to look up into the sky and appreciate the stars more often, shouldn't I? Otherwise, folks, that is it as far as the first part of the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, obviously, there's a whole secondary campaign that I have to do, but for now, that about wraps it up for Kitakami. Although, as far as this video is concerned, I may as well go ahead and hatch this here egg, right? We may as well see what's inside of it, satisfy our curiosity. What did Mr. Jock want to give to me? And fortunately, well, let me just go ahead and remove 2 Pokemon from my party here. So we'll go ahead and remove Zoroark and Palmot. So let me put Palmot back into her normal organization spot. And then I need a Pokemon with Flame Body so that I may sooner hatch the egg. And then I'm just gonna run all over Kitakami and we're gonna see what's inside of it. So let's see how far I can go before the egg actually hatches. I'm gonna just keep running. The Flame Body Pokemon in my party will cut the time it takes for the egg to hatch in half or something like that. Maybe it's only a quarter, maybe it's in half, maybe it's like 5 times, I don't know. But either way, let's see how far I can go. We're just gonna kind of retread our steps. A mini review of the Kitakami region, as it were. So if I go back over to here, hey, remember that time I came over here and I found the first signboard and then I came back here again later and I accidentally summoned the Loyal 3? Ah, good times and then bad times, huh? Yeah, wasn't that something? Well, anyway, this is where it was. Now we're gonna go ahead and head on out of here. Yep, wasn't that super excellent? And would you look at that? The eggs are already hatching. All right, well, thankfully that didn't take long at all now, did it? Now, the moment of truth. What's in the egg? It's Piplup. Okay, thanks, I guess. Great. I don't dislike Piplup, but that's just kind of a random Pokemon to give me. But yeah, thank you. You can have the Generation 4 Pokemon of the game. And hey, once the second pack of DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out, you'll be able to have all of the starter Pokemon from every Pokemon in this game. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put Piplup over here. Kind of nice to see some of the Pokemon that I've obtained here in Kitakami. Good stuff. I'll go ahead and organize all of that in Pokemon Home in due time. But hey, I got Okidogi and the other named legendary Pokemon that I can now add to Pokemon Home as well. And that's very exciting. But otherwise, as far as this video is concerned, as anticlimactic as it may be, Kitakami is done, and the Scarlet Mask campaign is complete. Folks, next time you see me, it will be time for a new journey in another place here in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I'll probably rotate some other Pokemon into my team at that time. You know, it was fun to use a Swanna, a Noctowl, a Gliscor, and my Lotic once again, but I think once I do the next batch of DLC, I'll go ahead and give some other Pokemon a chance in the spotlight, and hopefully it won't just default to one Pokemon, kind of like it did here, in which my Lotic wound up doing much of the heavy lifting. But I digress. I will give these Pokemon a break. I will rotate some other Pokemon in, because that's the fun of it. It'll be new DLC. There will be other Pokemon. It'll be fun to try things out. But I'm just rambling. As far as this part of the walkthrough is concerned, it's done. Kitakami is done. And I hope that you all enjoyed the videos that I made showcasing this part of the game. But for now, I've got to prepare for the Indigo Disc, and I hope that you'll all join me at that time, and if not at that time, I hope that you'll all join me for some of my future videos. For now, bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed what you saw, the best ways to support me are to click on the like button down below, and if you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment. Viewer engagement helps my videos perform better, so anything helps. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more fun gameplay videos. I hope to see you all in the future. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!